Are we too busy to reflect on the deeper questions in life? As I go on my own journey to find meaning, to discover what's purposeful for me, to see what path I should be aligned with, I've realized that a lot of people, myself included, are too busy to do the deep exploration. We're too busy with immediate life concerns, too busy with putting out fires, working, supporting ourselves. And if we're not careful, life's going to pass by without really slowing down enough to go, what was this all about? What did I want it all to be about? And myself, I've spent majority of my life always in motion, always busy, always working, always on to the next thing. And for the most part, it's been fun. It's been a fun journey of trying to achieve things in life, pursue goals. But more recently, the last year or so, and definitely more recently, the last few months, I've come to a point where I've slowed things down. And as I'm becoming less busy, consciously less busy, trying to take on less busy tasks just to keep myself productive, the big questions are starting to come to the surface. And these are the ones that are very challenging. They almost like shake your foundation, they shake your core and go, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Why does this matter? What's meaningful? And it's very easy or very tempting just to go, don't want to deal with this. Let's just keep myself busy again, keep myself productive, or distract myself. Go on social media, for me, check sports scores, and not really spend time with the big questions. So for me, this series I'm doing at the moment is all about trying to find meaning and trying to unblock myself from what's in the way, but also to discover what's meaningful for myself. And as I'm spending more time with this now, as I'm 37, I'm starting to realize I haven't spent enough time with these big questions. When I say not much, I've spent almost no time with trying to discover what's meaningful for myself, what my life's about, and really asking the hard questions. And I'm not sure how many people in their lives, how many of you watching, listening, have done your own deep explorations. And when I look at why I haven't, it's because I've always been doing something, either busy chasing goals or distracting myself. And now I'm at the point where the old goals don't provide the busy tools and the distractions that they used to. And then when I'm trying to distract myself now from going deeper into this question and the deeper questions of life overall, I'm feeling resistance to avoidance, if that makes sense. I'm trying to, if I want to avoid it, I feel like I've got an inner kind of calling, whatever you want to refer to that as, that's telling me to, Adam, go deeper, look below the surface. What do you really want? Explore this, discover it. And yeah, I'm just wondering for myself, as I've been a little bit blindsided to this, I'm wondering how many people are also going through their own lives without checking in, without seeing what it's all about. And it's almost like the way I look at it, life's like a journey to get somewhere. We're going to die at some point, so we can say a journey to death if you want to be quite morbid about it. But it's a journey, it's an adventure. And on some levels, we're creating our own adventure, creating our own meaningful game of life that we're trying to participate in. And one of the fears for me is that I live a life that when I reflect on it later, I'm like, shit, I wasted it, or I should have done something else, or that wasn't really as meaningful as I wanted it to be, and I missed the big picture. And I think now this kind of phase I'm in at the moment is for me to stop distracting myself, to slow things down, and to go, right, discover what's meaningful to you. What is actually your core values? How do you live them out? What's the purpose that you should be living for your life? And yeah, I'm going through that kind of painful period. I say it's painful because it's much easier to have clear goals that you're working towards. The mind loves that. It's like, yes, this is the goal. I do X, Y, Z behaviors, get this outcome. The point I'm in now is a bit like a void, like a dark void of, I don't know direction, I don't know what's next, and I'm having to sit with uncertainty. The mind does not like sitting with uncertainty. It tries to come up with answers, tries to create action steps, But yeah, I'm trying to find a way to not keep myself as busy and allow things to unfold while simultaneously taking the next step. So for me, the next step at the moment is these videos. It's literally having an idea that I've been thinking of in my head and then putting the camera on, shoot one take and reflecting on it, and then posting it and not thinking about that too much. But also in that process, the next step is appearing. So every day when I'm doing this, I'm one, going deeper into discovering what I think could be meaningful for me, but two, the next steps appearing, the next thing to work on, the next video idea or the next topic to discuss is becoming apparent. So yeah, I think it's very easy. It's actually incredibly easy to spend your whole life busy and distracted. I think our phones are a genius invention. There's so much great stuff on there, but there's such a danger from ever having to be bored, to sit with your thoughts, to sit with your feelings. I even picture myself, like sometimes I feel a bit agitated, a bit uneasy. I'll grab my phone and start scrolling. It's like, what am I doing? I wasn't even scrolling for anything in particular. I'm just feel a little bit uneasy. So I distract myself from that. Whereas now I'm trying to spend more time with that and go, oh, what's that uneasy feeling? What's the root of that? Can I sit with it a bit longer? Can I explore that? And for me, I feel right now there's some sort of internal drive to figure things out, to discover what is meaningful, to not be busy, to not be distracted, to not be always in the next thing, and to find out who I am at my core, I guess would be one of it, but also who I want to be and the life I want to live. And yeah, I think as I've recently, maybe last year or so, I've started to be a bit more understanding that we're not going to live forever. I know we all know this, but it's one of those where you can the mind kind of tricks you into not thinking about death or that you've got limited time. And for some reason, it's just come more into my conscious awareness that I won't have forever to figure these things out. I will only have one life. There will only be a certain amount of things I can do, certain opportunities. Figure them out now while I've got time, energy, things on my sides. Because if not, if 10, 20, 30 years pass by, my health takes a downturn, and all of a sudden it's like, all those things you wanted to do that you could have done that were aligned with the vision you had for your life, you never did them. And it's all because you were too busy, too distracted. You didn't sit with it long enough. The answers were there. And yeah, hopefully, I'm thinking for myself, the answers will appear the more I clear space, the more I sit with things, the more I reflect, the more I allow myself to ask the deeper questions. And it is hard because it isn't, as I'm spending more time on these deeper questions, there's no clear answer. I don't think I'm ever going to arrive at, this is the answer, yes, this is great, we go this way, and that's it. It's like a gradual unfolding, gaining more clarity at each moment, and being comfortable with not knowing where that's going to go. And that's what I'm trying to lean in the most. All right, let me know if you guys are relating to this, these topics in general. Let me know if you're keeping yourself busy. Let me know the last time you reflected on the deep questions in life. And yeah, is this something we should be doing? Should we just be busy? And am I going down the wrong path here? And I'm torturing myself with these kind of deeper questions when in reality I should just be doing more and being more active. I don't know. But for now, I'm reflecting on that. All right, guys, I'll see you for tomorrow in the next video.